What is up, guys? It's your boy Torius, back again with another video. I said I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how the girls that you are afraid of are the girls that you have to go up to, right? So smash the like button, comment below what you think, subscribe if you do. Let's get into it. Woo. So, yesterday I was at Chipotle, right? And I'm just like waiting in line and shit. And, you know, like I'm just like, you know, I'm looking towards the Chipotle. And, you know, I feel anxiety, right? And I'm like, why do I feel anxiety, right? And what I saw was like behind me, there was a little pretty girl, right? And it's funny because prior to this, right, I was in Target and I was just doing my thing, right? And I was just like, I was in the freezer looking for fucking something in the freezer. And all of a sudden I feel crazy anxiety, right? And I'm thinking like, oh, what the hell? What? I already knew there was a pretty girl, but I'm like, ooh, it's crazy because I don't usually get this anxiety unless I like see the girl, right? So I have to see usually I see the girl and I'm like, oh shit, she's pretty. I should go up to talk to her, right? So what happens is that I see her first and then I feel the anxiety. But what's weird was that day at Target, when I'm like in the freezer, I feel the anxiety and I didn't even see the girl, right? Like it's like I didn't even see her type, right? So it's like, what the fuck, where is this anxiety coming from? Because I don't even see this girl. Like how am I getting anxiety if she's not even in my presence, right? So what made me realize is, you know, sometimes you got like, you know, like you can feel what you're feeling is like when you feel that anxiety, like approach anxiety, it's because girls that give you that feeling of like, oh shit, I have this weird like sense of crippling anxiety. It's because those girls have anxiety from being in your presence, right? And sometimes you feel their anxiety, right? Because when I was in line at Chipotle, I remembered feeling that way, how I felt at the Target, right? And, you know, I felt this girl's anxiety and I felt my anxiety, right? And I already knew that she was kind of nervous. And I was a little nervous, right? Because we're in the line at Chipotle or whatever. But I mean, I was trying not to be nervous because, you know, it's like I'm just trying to get my food. And, you know, I felt that anxiety, but then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just talk to the girl. Like, it's going to be too... It's annoying. Like, I hate having that feeling, right? So I was just like, let me just break that shit. So I just started talking to the girl, right? And then obviously she liked me, right? Like we started like talking and shit, woody woo. And you know, it makes me realize and understand that, you know, you just gotta like talk. You gotta understand that feeling is coming from the girl too, right? That girl probably has that same feeling, right? Like if you see a fine ass chick, right? A lot of times I'll see a fine ass chick that's not really looking for me and I don't feel that crazy weird anxiety. But then I see this, like some girls that are like fine, and then I'll get that feeling. And the thing is, it's like I could tell when someone wants to talk to me, right? Like if someone is open to talking to me, then, you know, they give off that vibe of, oh look, this guy looks friendly, this guy looks cool, I think I could talk to him, right? They give off the vibe, like you can feel that. But the thing is like, you know, I feel like that's an incredibly extreme version of that, right? It's like, oh my God, this guy, I would love to talk to this guy so much that I'm giving him this resistance, even though he's so like sexy and fine. I'm still gonna give him this weird energy for some reason, right? Because the thing is like you break that, because when you break that shit, oh, I get it. It's because when you you know, like when you break that resistance, because I would always love when I would be so scared to go up to a girl and then I'm just like, fuck it, and then I just like break that shit and I just go up to her, right? And then I'll just start talking to her and then I'll get her number and then I'll have so much confidence, bro. Like I'll have so much confidence. And I feel like girls girls are here to help us with our confidence, right? Because you know it takes so much confidence to go up to a girl and to get her number and everything, right? And it's like when you get that, when you break through her resistances, it builds up your confidence, right? It's just like working out in the gym. It's like when you're working out in the gym, you break through resistance, right? You break through the resistance. You go through it, like you lift up a weight, and then you're like, okay, this resistance was nothing to me. Now I'm able to lift up more. You feel me? It's the same thing with girls. Like girls will give you that resistance, because the thing is like some girls, they'll give you less resistance. Some girls will give you like a whole shitload, right? And I feel like that's why it's so important to get your body in shape, right? It's all like if you want to get more girls, what you have to do is get in shape, right? Like I don't believe in nothing else, really. I don't like, because the thing is, the attraction is most important, right? When it comes to girl, first you want to be physically in shape. Like, it doesn't matter how ugly you are, as long as you're physically in shape, you're gonna attract some girls, right? Because if you think about it, if you take your soul out of your body and you just have the body like an animal, animals are attracted to each other's bodies. That's why like peacocks, they have peacocks. That's why you know, like the biggest animal is always the one that mates the first, right? Because in animals don't have like taming and shit, right? They don't have indoctrination. It's only humans that the biggest nigga can not get with all the girls, because he doesn't have confidence. Like animals have confidence. Like animals are all confidence. You know, that's why people love them as like pets and shit, or whatever. I don't know. You gotta I'm just kidding. You gotta understand that, you know, like that's what girls are here for. They're here to put us in our bodies. They're here to turn us into animals, right? They're here to take us out of our minds and put us into our bodies, right? Because one thing I noticed is that like when you're gonna approach a girl, sometimes you just gotta walk towards her, right? That's all you gotta do. You don't think of what to say. You just think, let me just walk towards her, right? Like that's something I noticed early on, because I would just get so scared, so nervous, and like I would just, you know, you just gotta have a mantra, right? Like, what is a mantra? It's something that you just say in your head instead of thinking other things, right? Like for me, I have incredibly horrible judgmental thoughts, right? So when I look in someone's eyes, it's like I think the things that I think, right? And I just judge them and berate them. But now when I look into people's eyes, I say a mantra. It's like, oh, I love you so much, I love you so much, right? And I just give them a lot of love. And what happens is that like when you do that, you're not thinking like negativity, right? Like for me, whenever I would go up to a girl, I would just think, be bold, be bold, be bold, right? Just be bold. And when I would think just be bold, what would happen is I wouldn't think, oh, maybe she has a boyfriend, maybe she's, you know, she's busy, maybe she's waiting for the bus or some shit. I don't know. Like I wouldn't think all those dumb shit, you know, like oh, she doesn't want to talk to me, she doesn't want to do this. I wouldn't think that stuff. I would just think, just be bold, right? So I would just think that in my head, and you know, it blocks out all the other thoughts. So I would just say, just be bold, just be bold, just be bold, and then you gotta just put your body in front of her, in her direction, and just walk, right? You don't gotta think about what to say. You don't gotta think, oh, is she gonna like me? Does she want to talk? You don't gotta think any of that stuff. You just think, be bold, be bold, be bold, right? You literally just think one thing. Have a one-track mind. Be bold, right? Or even, what's even better now, just say excuse me, right? Just like for me, I would have like a whole script. I would just be like, okay, I'm gonna say this, and the thing is like when you have to try to remember the whole script, a lot of times you'd be like, oh, that sounds dumb, that sounds dumb. Honestly, if you just think in your head, excuse me, just say, if you ever think, what am I gonna say to her? Just say excuse me, and then she'll be like, what? And then take a pause, right? And then when you take the pause, then you can think of what you're gonna say. It's just like talking to regular people, bro. It's literally just talking to regular people. So that being said, like the video, comment below what you think, subscribe if you're new. If you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram at Torius, at Sex with Interviews. I'm making videos talking about your question. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon and to donate to my GoFundMe for my charity, A Hand on the Mountain. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.